Hey guys, welcome to my newest video, February 8th, 2011. This video is going to be a bit different to what I normally do. I'm going to be doing a set of reviews, and the reviews are going to be movies that I watch for 2011. So I'm going to review, say, 2 or 3 movies at a time and just give a small review on what I thought of the movies, and yeah. I got the idea after watching Sarah 1228's Psycho movie reviews, so it made me want to actually do movie reviews on my own, because normally I just review I've only reviewed TV shows really, so I am planning on doing a separate set of videos for TV shows, but I also want to try and do movie reviews as well. So I'm going to go back to the start of January and for the movies that I watched then, and because I actually watched quite a few movies last month, because I watched 26 movies, so there's going to be quite a few videos just for January, and then once I catch up with that, obviously I'm going to continue on with this current month's set of movie reviews and so on. So I'm just going to get straight into it, and the first movie that I watched was on the 1st of January, and that movie was Disney's original animated 1961 film 101 Dalmatians. Because for this year I decided that I actually wanted to watch more movies, and also to try and watch movies that have been sitting in my collection for ages, and this one in particular I've had for a couple of years. So and because I can't actually remember the last time I actually watched this movie, because I think I would have been in primary school. I maybe 3. I'm not 100% sure, because I know I've seen this, but I just don't have much memory of this movie. But it was just a lot of fun to actually revisit this, because it was actually better than what I was expecting it to be, because this was, as I mentioned, I don't have much memory of this film, so and I never, because I obviously never really regarded it as one of my absolute favourites, because and I still wouldn't call it one of my favourites, but I did really enjoy this movie. I might even be in my top 10 favourite Disney movies, but this was just such a cute, fun movie to watch, and obviously, because my favourite moment would definitely be with Roger sings Cruella de Vil, because I just love that song, and after I watched this I had the song stuck in my head for ages, and yes, this is just a great little movie, and it's a fun way to spend, I think it's 79 minutes is how long this movie goes for, so it doesn't take, it doesn't go for, it's not a lengthy movie or anything, which most Disney movies are. They're not a lot of, they're not really that long, so and because I also love the rescue scene where Sergeant Tibbs tries to rescue the puppies. So actually the whole, the last probably 20 or so minutes of this film is just a lot of fun, and because I'd have to say Sergeant Tibbs is probably one of my favourite characters in this, so yes. And also I love Jasper and Horace. They're just really great comedic villains in this, and also Cruella de Vil herself is a fantastic villain, Disney movie villain, and yes, just seeing those 3 particular interact, it's just a lot of fun, and yes, thought this was a great movie to start off the year with. So that's a quick review for 101 Dalmatians. And then also on the 1st I watched Star Wars Episode 6 Return of the Jedi. This is my second favorite Star Wars movie. There's not much separating my first and second, because my favorite overall is Empire Strikes Back, which I love, and if I didn't love the second one as much as I do, this would definitely be my favorite, because again, I've had the DVDs for a while. Like, obviously I've seen all the Star Wars films, so I love Star Wars, but I just haven't seen this movie in ages. Like, again, this one's a more recent watch for me. Like, it would have been like, say, 5, 6, 7 years since I last saw this movie, but it's just a great I'd say a fitting end to the Star Wars movie, because obviously the original trilogy was made first, so, but this movie is just a fitting end to the saga, and I love the Battle of Endor. I think that's, and like the Ewoks, I think that's how you pronounce them, that whole battle scene is just amazing, and it's just because it's kind of hard to review the Star Wars movies, because obviously most people know about these, so it's just I just think this is a really fitting end to the saga, like the trilogy, and it's just a really good movie. That's basically all I can really say about this. I just love it a lot. So, but so this is my second favorite Star Wars movie. So that is Star Wars Return of the Jedi. So, and the final movie that I'm going to review for my first movie reviews videos is the movie that I watched on the 4th, and that movie is The A-Team. I fracking loved this movie. Like, as I mentioned before, I went into this having never seen a single episode of the original TV show, and also, like, I pretty much knew next to nothing about what The A-Team was about. Like, it wasn't something that I was familiar with. I just sort of picked up the movie because I'd sort of heard bits and pieces about it, and and it sort of made me want to check it out. And also, like, I knew Liam Neeson was in this, and I do like Liam Neeson as an actor, so I was intrigued to check this movie out, and I watched it, and so I ended up watching this with my dad. So and watched it and loved it, and because, as you know, I'm currently watching the original series at the moment, because I'm down to the last 4 episodes of season 3, which I will most likely be finishing up after I do this video. But this movie is just a lot of fun, and because, as I mentioned, like, rewatch, like, now that I'm watching the original, it's really interesting seeing, like, how it compares, like, because obviously I went into this not having seen the original, not knowing much about the original TV show, so I guess my expectations were different, because, like, before this I wasn't a fan of the show, I had nothing to compare this to, so I went into it, had a lot of fun watching this movie. I thought it was a great action flick, and it's just and now that I'm watching the original, like, I think the movie did a pretty good job, like, taking the material with the original show and adapting it for the movie, because obviously there are changes that were made, like, the original took place during, after the Vietnam War, so and the movie, I'm pretty sure it was the first Gulf War that they placed it in. It was so it took place in Iraq and not Vietnam, but yeah, and I thought like the actors did a pretty like they did a pretty good job with the characters. Like I really actually liked Liam Neeson's portrayal as the Colonel. Like I thought he did a pretty good job in this, and I liked all the characters really, because I thought they all, like, I mean obviously when you portraying a character, like an established character, it's kind of like you have to bring your own flair to the role, and I think they all did that in their own way, especially the guy who played Murdoch in the new one, I can't think of his name, Shalto Colby, something like that. Yeah, I thought he did a really good job with Murdoch, because especially like yeah, so I'm actually I'm actually going to be reviewing the A-Team, like the show after I finish watching, so I'll do a more probably in-depth comparison in that. But overall I loved this movie, and yeah, it's a great fun film. So yeah, it's a lot of action, and yeah, I just love this movie. That's basically all I'm going to say with this. So yep, so that was the A-Team, which was the third movie that I watched at the start of the year. So that is it for my first set of movie reviews. So I covered 101 Dalmatians, the original 1961 film, Star Wars Return of the Jedi, and the A-Team. So the next set there'll probably only be 2 movie reviews for that one. So, but I'll probably have that up in a day or so. So until my next video, I will see you guys next time. Bye.